and welcome today to our Yoga Nidra. First half of the class, or 3/4 of the class, is Hatha. Hatha strengthening and stretch to make us strong and flexible. As we age, we forget how important it is that we have got to show up twice a week for strength. So I'm very pleased to see you all here today. I have lots of men in the room today, so this is really exciting for me to practice with some men. I have something on the screen that I'm having Carolyn so generously is going to put up on the screen for you to explain a muscular structure set that is really important. So if you'd like to walk to your camera, I'm going to walk a little closer, and I'm going to identify this muscle called the iliopsoas. It's a psoas muscle and an iliacus muscle. As you can see, there's your hip. There's your leg, and you can see where the iliacus goes. It goes to the inside of what's called the greater trochanter, and it goes all the way up, and it connects the iliacus crest onto the ilium, the top of the hip bone. So it connects by point here on my back to here. And so by that muscle and the psoas muscle, the set of two muscles, the other one, it connects just inside the greater trochanter at the top of the leg, and it goes in your back all the way up. And as you can see, it connects on 2 points on the spine and also on the hip. It's the main muscle that every time you lift your knee, walking upstairs, bicycling, everything, it's doing endurance work. It's the prime mover of that action. And sometimes if you do a lot of hiking or walking or biking like I do, that muscle gets super tight. It also generally is weak. It has lots of endurance. It has lots of repetitions. But when you hold it against a force like this muscle is not that great at doing it. So today we're going to stretch it out and strengthen it, because most of us athletes, or even people who sit a lot, have a hip flexor tightness. So what do I have today? I have a pillow. So we're going to be sitting on the pillow. I have 2 blocks for sure. We're going to use 2 blocks at one time for arm extenders. I have a squishy ball, and I have a strap. Today I'm going to be sitting on my pillow. So I'm going to come to comfortable seated position on my pillow. But as I say every single class, that you decide whether you need a block behind your hips to sit on. Maybe you need a chair to sit on for opening part of the practice. Or some of us just love to lie down and say, I'm here, Barb. I'm arrived for my yoga. You are your greatest teacher. You are your greatest healer. I want you to start listening to yourself and watching your poses and saying, this one I love, this one I need. And then you'll come back to the practice with joy and exuberance. We always begin our practice with some kind of a meditation or a sitting. The theme today is called We All Fall Down. So I'd like you to close your eyes and allow yourself to listen to my voice. We All Fall Down, a poem by Rosemary Tromer, one of my beautiful luminary poets in my life. How scared they were that first day, the ones that had never before put their faces into the cold blue water of the pool. Goosebumps rose in their every limb, mine too, as we shivered in the shallow end. I'd take their hands and we'd move in a circle. Ring around the rosies. Their little voices rang out and shone. Pocket full of posies. Scent of chlorine and sunscreen on us. And we all fall down. Years later, after a much different deep end, I notice who is holding my hands. Sometimes we sing while we meet what we fear. It makes it easier when we all fall down to hold hands. Let's breathe into that thought as deeply as you can. Take a deep inhale through your nose, expand through your lungs, hold it at the top, And then as you exhale, I'd like you to think of somebody in your life that rings around the rosies with you. Take a deep inhale in again. And when you fall down, their hands are there. Exhale. Continue 3 or 4 more times as you inhale and exhale. You know, when we look at the metaphor, we all fall down. It often represents the idea of failure and setbacks and challenges, which totally human experiences. I don't know one person on this earth who doesn't have those setbacks. It reflects the inevitable of stumbling through life. You know, that, oh my gosh, I don't know whether I can get up. And it suggests that no one is immune to difficulty. And everybody makes mistakes at some time, and everybody is vulnerable within. This phrase for me conveys a sense of shared humanity and the idea that falling is a natural part of growth and learning. But more importantly, falling with people around you who are holding your hands. And when you get down there, they listen to you. We all fall down. Who in your life plays ring around the rosy with you? That happiness, that joy, that play. Who out of those players caresses your hand and makes you feel safe? It's the trusted one. Just see them in your eyes. So valuable to identify. And who, when struggle, and who, when you feel imperfect, and who, when your resilience is down, and who, when you all fall down in exhaustion, comes to your aid with love and light and hands. I would like you to give great gratitude through the airways for those people who are your light and love. And then slowly open up the eyes. And if you're in lying position, come to sitting. And if you're on your chair, come to sitting. Come onto your pillow. Just throw your hips forward. Take a deep inhale, lift your heart to sky and look up, squeeze your hips forward. And as you exhale, straighten your arms and bring your nose to chest. Continue on with this rhythmic breath as we inhale through the nose. Lift the chin, and as we exhale, we drop the nose, straight arms, and pull back through the belly. Inhale, lift, look, eyes are closed, go deep within. Exhale, pull back. Softly inhale. Exhale, flexion and extension of spine. Inhale, lift, slow, methodical, giving the spine, exhale, a chance to learn this move. 2 more times. Inhale, heart leads, shoulders down. Exhale, feel your glide and your circling dance. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, pull back, open your mouth with a ha, wiggle your jaw and nod your head and allow yourself just to pull on those neck muscles. Then roll all the way up and bring both hands up to sky on the inhale. And on the exhale, left hand comes to right knee and right hand comes behind you on floor. A big full breath, a rainbow of life filled with all these colors. Exhale, turn to the other side, hold on to your knee. Inhale, your rainbow of life looks pretty beautiful. Exhale, pull your rib cage, shoulders, and head around. Inhale, eyes closed for your glide. Exhale. Inhale, warming up the spine. Exhale. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, turn your head so that you can back out of the driveway without hitting somebody. Inhale, work that neck rotation. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale. I'm feeling so supported with all of you here. Inhale and exhale. Come back to center and pause. Open up your mouth with a ha. Take a deep inhale, eyes up, look up, lift up, palms come together. Exhale to your right. Pull your left hip into ground as you peek underneath the armpit. Inhale, glide your arms up. Exhale to the left. And when you get there, push your right hip into the ground. Inhale, lift. Exhale, exalting yourself in the earth to be present. Inhale, I'm present right now. The past does not exist and the future hasn't come. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center with your arms and open your mouth with a ha. Take your hands behind your knees and spread your legs wide so to allow the fluid, the synovial fluid, to come into your body. Hold on to the inside of your knee and just flex the toes and point really fast. So you're pulling on the hamstring muscle, the front and the back of the thigh. You're working the ankle joints and circle in one direction. Beautiful. All the way around. And then circle in the other direction. Ha. Open your mouth with a ha. Crisscross your legs again, producing that fluid. Close your eyes and listen to my voice about our breath that we're going to do. This breath is called Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati involves a forced breath with your mouth closed, and it's on the exhale, and you try to make a sound in your throat. It's a passive inhale. The inhale will happen. And what you do is it's for abdominal breath. So it's like you're hitting your abs, so you're clearing out any residual blood flow throughout the gut. And you're physically detoxing the body, and you're developing mental clarity as you make this forced breath and you're developing abdominal strength by holding it. And of course, you improve your circulation with this breath. Skull shining breath. Skull shining breath. In Sanskrit, Kapala means skull. And in Sanskrit, bhate means shining or illuminating self. So open up your eyes and look at me. Bring both hands to the shoulders. We're going to keep everything quiet, chin, everything. The only thing they're going to move are the belly coming in and out. So you're going to pump it. And the arms are going to reach above your head. Closing your mouth. Let's try one slow. Exhale. Inhale. Other side, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We're going to speed it up. Here we go. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Really push it out. Feel the circulation, feel the clarity in your brain. Last two, detoxification. Hands to shoulders. Exhale, chin tucks. Bring it in. Inhale, eyes up, open up chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Fluidity of upper back. Continue on. Exhaling as elbows come together. Inhaling, feeling the heart elevating with this movement practice. Keep going. I'm going to speed it up. Four more. Hands down on the knees. Feel the energy in your shoulders and upper back and neck. Take the right arm up. Take the left arm, where these are called eagle arms, releasing the shoulders. Bring the arms up as high to the sky as you can and bend forward and hold. Let gravity pull you forward into the hips and the shoulders. Breathe through your mouth if you want to cool your body, or keep your mouth closed. You can decide. Then slide your arms over to the left, holding eagle arms, feeling the shoulder and the hip on the right pulling. Let your head hang, let your jaw be loose, and open up your mouth with a ah. Come up on the diagonal, look up to the left side, lift up as high as you can. Come back to center and slide your left hand to your elbow on the right. Bring that fingers on the right over to the left shoulder. Sit as tall as you can. Pull the armpits super wide, and then take your chin and just lift it up and push it into your elbow or arm. And feel all those muscles that we just beautifully used, but not abused. Ah. And then slowly bring your hands back to your heart and hold it there as we ring around the rosy together. Ah, I'm here for you. Hands on shoulders again. Exhale as one elbow comes forward. Exhale as the other elbow comes forward. It's a natural breath, remember. You don't have to think about the in-breath. It's the exhale that we want to exaggerate. I'm going to speed it up. Not going to have tight shoulders. This is all for tight shoulders too. Getting the sorrow out of the back of the heart. We're cleansing any sadness at the back of the heart. You can feel it dripping down your back. Keep going 10 more times. Go a little faster if you can. Don't rotate through the rib cage. This is all through the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come to knees. Open up your mouth with a ha. Left arm comes up. Right arm comes under for eagle arms. Close your eyes. Lift the arms up. Pull them forward and drop forward. Let gravity pull into the hips and the back. Move your jaw around. Maybe your tongue comes in and out of your mouth. What works for you? And then slide over to your right. Bring your elbow as close to your right knee as the body will allow. And pull that left hip down into the ground. A muscle called the multifidus muscle is now stretching if it's tight. My multifidus, the cylinder muscle, it's a core muscle, it's really pulling. And come up on the diagonal, lift up to sky, and take that right hand to the elbow on the left. Bring it behind and pause. Try to bring your finger a little further over. Then pull your armpits wide and your heart lifts. And if your body will allow, just lift your eyes and head to the sky as you feel that big pull on your rotator cuff muscles in the arm and to the shoulder and to the back, where we just did a beautiful warm-up. And then hands down to your knees and you pause, listening to the reverberation of your practice. Open your mouth with that. It's learning how to be sensitive to the reaction of your body, both pain and joy, effort and release. To actually not be afraid of sitting in it, not running away from all the emotions and putting them into boxes, but fully living in the present with them. Bring the hands behind you, intertwine your fingers, and pull your shoulder blades down and just lift up and look up and pull down with your arms. Open your mouth and have 5 puffs. Drop your nose to chest. Pull your wings super wide, holding your hands where they are. Opposite position for downward dog for the wrists. And then slowly release the arms and come up again. Take the right hand out in front and the left hand out. We do this all the time for the wrists. Turn the palms out. Take the right hand over the left hand and intertwine the fingers. And you're going to go as far as you can, rotating into the heart and stretching maybe a little or a full arm, and then back out. So we're taking that right wrist again, through a range of motion so it doesn't get stuck. So to only do it small, if you haven't done this before, again, don't twist your wrists. Listen, it's your practice. I'm only here to facilitate. And then shake it out. Open your mouth with a, take your hands down. I want you to spread them as far as we can. As we age, we get a lot of tendon dripping in there. We got a little bump on our, so we want to learn to really spread our fingers. So bring palm to palm and push on your palms, and then bring the bottom of the palm together, and then bring the fingers together, and then push to the right and push to the left, push to the right, push to the left. Keep going, right to left, right to left. You're doing beautifully. Remember, yoga is about body, mind, and spirit, whole body. And then shake it out. Then take both arms out, left hand turns, right hand turns, come across, intertwine fingers. And as we exhale, we do as much as we can through our range of bringing it all the way through, holding on finger to finger. 2 more. Last one. Come back down to your knees. Thanks for being in the practice. Let's come on to all fours facing the left side. Make sure your blocks are on edge. If you don't have blocks, you might have a couple of books to put down. It's just that they're arm extenders so that it helps us. I'd like you to put your kneecaps on your pillow so that you have a very soft surface. And your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. And I'd like you to do cat-cow, exhaling as we round, inhaling as we look forward and drop. Shoulder blades together. Again, round. And then make sure when you drop, you pull the shoulder blades tight together. Continue this pulling belly way up to sky and hips forward. And then letting your shoulders drop and looking forward. Oh, it feels pretty lovely. Go at your own pace, not fast or slow, or maybe slow or fast. So take your right to the right knee, or the front knee, sorry. Take the back leg and extend it behind you. And start to lift that leg up and turn it out to the side. Heel is towards center body, toe is towards as far as it go. And then keeping that leg up, turn your toe in as far as it will go. Let's hold that leg up for strength of upper back and lower back. Turn the toe out. We're working the hip joint. Turn the toe in. Continue turning in and out so that we don't lose our ability in the hip joint to move through the whole ranges of the hip. Two more. And last one. Slowly start to bring the knee into chest, the nose to knee, hold, and then extend the leg and look forward. Continue that float as the knee comes in, nose to the chest, and then lift and look up. Go 4 or 5 more times. Beautiful. And then circle back with that knee. Just circle a half knee back. And then step forward with your foot, that back foot, and come up. So our iliopsoas, remember, connects here, goes through the body, connects on the hip and the 2 points on the back. So when we bring this arm up and the front arm, and we start rolling our hip forward and coming over to the side, and then coming back to center, releasing the buttocks. Roll the hip forward, squeeze the buttocks, and come over to the back side. Release. Again, roll hip forward first, then squeeze buttocks, and come away from that hip. Squeeze. And release. One more time, roll the hip forward on your pillow, because we're right on the kneecap. Squeeze your butt, ignite the butt, and then come across and bend away. Come back up to center. We're going a little deeper into the hip flexor. Step your foot forward and come onto your blocks and see how far you can sink into that back hip. See how far you can square your hips. So most of us have to roll a little bit to that long leg on the back. So roll towards, away from the bent knee. And then I want you to squeeze the butt as hard as you can lift. Squeeze, squeeze, and hold it there. And then take that back hand and lift it up to sky and look up. All the way up, look up. Now squeeze harder on that hip, squeeze. We're stretching our hip flexors, those muscles I showed you, the iliopsoas. And then hand comes down and we release the buttocks. Toe curls under. And we come up into a high lunge, one long line of energy. We push our heel into the ground, so that back leg is really pushing into the ground. One long line of energy. And then we walk our weight to the front leg, and we walk our blocks forward as we come into half split standing. Half split standing, take your eyes forward. The leg will be straight or bent, depending on your flexibility of hamstring. You might stay here, or you might take that front leg and bend it over to the back leg, and take your two fingers of your back hand to your toe. And then you might lift that kneecap to sky and look forward. We're going to do that 3 times. Bring your hand down to the block of the there. Step back and walk your blocks back. And bring your knee down. And drop your hip into the pose again. You're going to take that same arm, that back arm, and look up to sky. Lift the heart as high as you can laterally. And bring it back down. Curl your back toe under. One long line of energy. Come into a high lunge. Push the heel into the ground. Beautiful. Bring the heel back down. And then straighten the leg this time, just to release the hip. Allow that hip to really stretch backwards, feeling it going back. Lift your eyes forward. Take your toe on the front and bend the knee. Take your 2 fingers and reach for the big toe and lift the kneecap to sky. If you choose, you might not reach for that toe. We've got one more like that. Let's step back and walk our blocks back. Let's bring our knee to floor and droop into your pose. Droop. Lift your heart. And last time, take that back arm up and lift it up to sky and look at your thumb. Really rotate the lower spine. It's a very precarious position, but the spine needs it. Bring your arm back down. Let's walk the blocks back and keep the toe on the ground and walk back and straighten that front leg. Drop your nose to chest this time, and let's just stay here to release the tension in the hip. Pull that back hip back as far as you can, keeping the big toe on the ground. Beautiful practice, everyone. And this is our last half split. So come into your lunge, walk your blocks forward, curl your toe under, and come up into half split. And once again, the toe might stay where it is, or it might stay on the ground, or you might bend the knee on the front and reach those back 2 fingers to the big toe, and then look forward and lift the knee up to the sky. Lovely practice, everyone. Then slowly come onto your blocks again. Walk your foot back, walk your blocks back. Start to walk to center now, facing me. Keep walking to center. And holding onto your blocks on edge, start to rock side to side. Keep rocking side to side. Ah, yes. Shake your head. There's a little muscle called the pectineus that connects from your pubic bone to your leg. It does similar action as the hip flexors. It flexes as you lift your knee. Just roll around and you'll feel the muscles of the adductors are called 4 muscles in the inner thigh. Just stretching and moving through spaces. And then hold your weight to the left side and straighten the leg on the right. Sink into that hip on the left that you so beautifully worked. And then straighten both legs and lift the tail to sky. Straighten your arms and be as flat as you can. And some of us for core work will pull our mula bandha, anus and genitals up. Pull your inner thighs together, so actively use your legs. Pull your belly under your ribs and take your right arm out in front of you. Try to be as light as you can on the left wrist. Pull your belly super tight. Core stabilizations against gravity. Squeeze the top of your thigh. Those muscles want to help you. And then keep squeezing the top of the thigh and bring your arm down and change sides. One long line of energy. Lift up. Beautiful. Keep going. And then slowly down. Bring one hand to each knee. Turn your toes out and start to look up at me in a squat. I love squatting. It's so important. Here we go. 10 squats. Come all the way up. Palms come together. Keep your chest up. Come all the way down and hold there. See if you can get a little lower. All the way up. Squatting is so important for back health, but do it slowly, do it precisely, and stick that tail out. Continue on. We're only on number 3 of 10. Go slow. Lovely. You all look perfectly natural squatters. Up. Slowly down. Pull those knees over third toe. Drop the hips backwards. Keep the eyes up and shoulders wide. You're doing great. Yes. Can you drop a bit lower each time? We've got only 4 more after this. 4. Big smile, everyone. Feels so delicious to be alive. 3. And sometimes it doesn't feel delicious to be alive, especially when we all fall down. But that's humanity. It's our attitude and how we train ourselves when we do fall down and who's around us to support us. And hold that squat. Look down at your pillow and move it closer to the other side. And turn your body and come down on one knee. Come down on the other knee. Rearrange your blocks to the other end. Rearrange your knees hip width apart. Throw your toes under. And start your delicious cat-cow. Exhaling and inhaling. So it's a different movement on your blocks. We're going to move our blocks now after 3 or 4 more of cat-cow on block. Move your blocks forward and come onto your elbows and hold that pose. Let your head fall to the ground and start cat-cow with wide elbows. Don't forget to look up when you drop your belly. Massaging the organs. That gut loves you. Keep going. How's the cabbage? Oh, I made a great red cabbage salad with carrots and onions yesterday, and I mixed it with some beautiful arugula. And my morning glory dressing that I got from Margot. Oh, Margot, she's not here today, but was it ever good? I think I should put it in the newsletter, Carolyn, because it's such a good recipe. It's with apple cider vinegar and nutritional yeast, and we all say that we could eat it by the spoonful. Last 2. Oh, our guts love us. All that roughage and fiber. And then slowly come up and take your blocks in your hand. Come up, shoulders back down. You're going to take that back foot again and step it forward. We're going to make sure that this front knee is directly over the hip. We're going to take our arm up to sky on that front side, and we're going to look straight forward. And we're going to roll our hip forward. So there's a roll of the hip before a squeeze of the buttocks. And then we come over to the side and we hold. Our armpit comes far back as we can as we reach across our bodies. And if you've got a tight quad, you'll feel the quad on the outside. That's the front of the leg muscles. Quads are 4 muscles. And then slowly come back and release. We're contracting the muscle so the muscle thinks we're going to relax, but we're not. We're going to roll the hip forward, squeeze that buttocks, come all the way up and come over to the side. Don't forget your toe is flat so that we get into the front of the leg also. And then come back up and pause. Relax the muscle. And last one, arm comes up. Roll forward with your hip first and then fire the buttocks. It's 2 different actions. Then bring your armpit back and reach across your body. Hold the pose and breathe. Come back up to center. Ha! Lovely. Hold on to your blocks. We're coming forward deep into the hip now. Each hip is different. This is into those hip flexors, the iliopsoas. Ilio was the iliacus that connected to the hip. And the psoas muscle was the one that connected to 2 points on the spine and one on the hip, the ilium. Hold that pose and now fire the buttocks as much as you can. Then take that back hand and reach it to sky and just look up to that back hand with a lower back rotation. Hard work for the back, but really important. And then hand comes down. We straighten the leg, keeping the toe on the ground, pulling the hip backwards, pulling the chest towards the knee, and we pause. And then we're going to propel our way into half split standing. So we drop into the front leg, curl the back toe, and lift up. Some of us might keep the toe on the ground. Others of us reach to the sky. Others of us might take the front leg and bend the knee and take the 2 fingers of the back hand and reach for the toe. I look forward with my eyes and I lift my kneecap to sky and see how straight that standing leg wants to be. We've got 2 more sets of that. Let's step back and walk our blocks back. Let's bring our knee onto the mat. Then let's walk our blocks forward again and glide into our pose. And we're going to then once again fire, gluteal muscle fires on that front side. Then we get into what a little muscle called the pectineus from the pubic bone to the leg. It helps the kneecap lift up when we walk. And we take that back arm up so we get deep into that pectineus, that helper of the hip flexion. Pull, squeeze, lift and rotate. Squeeze harder. And then slowly bring the hand back down. Keep the toes on the floor in the front and walk backwards with your blocks. Drop your nose to your chest and pull that back hip back as far as you can and pause. We're into our last one now. Look forward. Drop into your hip. Walk your blocks forward. Now, once again, flatten the toe. Roll the hip forward and fire that front buttocks. Once you've got that fired front buttocks, take your arm on the back if you choose and look up to sky, rotating through your lower pelvis area. Pausing and waiting for the reaction of the stretch to happen in those muscles. And then slowly bring your hand back down to the ground. Keep your big toe on the ground and straighten that leg on the back as you walk back. Drop your nose to chest. Breathe deeply through your postures. Pull back through that leg. Pull, pull, pull. Keep pulling. Keep breathing. Keep holding. And then slowly walk forward. Curl your back toe under. Propel yourself up into half split for the last time. You can leave your toe on the ground or up to sky. Or bend your knee and reach your back hand for the toe and lift up to sky. Extend the leg behind you. And we turn towards the camera. And we hold the pose. We start moving through our pose. Let your head hang, let your jaw be loose. Let everything go. Move as much as you want, or you might even turn your blocks on edge and come down to the edge of the block on your elbows or your hands. What do you want to do right now? And then bend into that right hip. Bend as far as you can and straighten the left leg. Straighten the left leg. Drop into that right hip and hold. Pull towards the right. Feel that beautiful pose. And then come back to center and put your blocks on edge again and start to straighten both legs. Start to straighten both arms. Turn your toes in. Pull your tail backwards. Engage your inner thigh muscles to be strong. Pull your belly under your ribs and don't drag your head. Take that right arm up, hold it parallel to your shoulder, pull your belly button back and come back into your heels. Hold that strong core and those inner thigh adductor strength muscles, pull them in. And then slowly down. Let's do the other side now. Up, turn palm in, shoulders reaches back, arm is straight, pull. Weight is backwards, pull. And then slowly arm comes down. Take your hand, one hand to each kneecap, turn your toes way out, look up, shoulders back and down, hold the pose, and then slowly lift up. Bring your hands behind you, intertwine your fingers, push your hips forward, look up to sky, squeeze your butt, have 10 puffs. Close your eyes for balance if you choose. Keep your arms where they are and drop your nose down. Pull your wings down your back and breathe. Then slowly look up. Turn your left toe out. Triangle. Take our hip out to the right. Take your armpit across a glass table. Spread your fingers, turn the palms to me. You might even use your block if it feels good for you, or not. Squeeze the butt on the right, getting into that same hip flexor and that little muscle that I talked about, the pectineus. Hold that pose with your trunk. Take both arms behind you and intertwine the fingers and look up over top of your shoulder on the right. And then slowly come all the way up. So keep your shoulders square to me. Start to look up to your left side. Keep your shoulders square. Bend towards your right. And then take the left hand and reach towards the right. Close your eyes for balance. Squeeze the butt on both sides. Hold the pose. Hold upper body where it is. All you're going to do is track the the knee over third toe into warrior exalted. And then straighten the leg, back to Trikonasana exalted, and bring your arm down. Turn your both toes in now. Once again, the back has to be released out of the lateral movement. Just rock your hips forward and back. Be gentle with your spine. And if it's too much, bring your feet together and just take a break for a minute. And then roll up, and we need to take our back into extension. So look forward, look up, puff and puff 10 times. Drop your nose to chest. Pull your wings back down your back. And bring your head back up. Let's turn our toe now on the right. So the right heel is in line with the left arch. We're going to take our hip and put it to the left. And we're going to take our arm over a glass table and come into our expression with your block if you choose, or without your block. Arm is above your shoulder. Fingers are stretched on both hands. Belly is pulled under ribs for stability and strength. And eyes can look down to the right or up to left hand. Keep the torso where it is and just bring your arms behind you. Keep looking over top of your left shoulder and lifting the left shoulder as your eyes come over to the left. And then slowly start to come up into exalted. Once you get there bending, you can feel that little muscle, the pectineus and the hip flexor on your left side. Squeeze the butt a bit more and feel it engage even more. Then you're going to look towards your right and bring your right arm up and bend towards your left and close your eyes. Holding your upper body where it is, just track the kneecap over third toe into exalted warrior. And slowly come back up. Your kneecap is going to come to the floor, turning to your left. Your blocks are going to go away at the side. And we're going to walk back into downward facing dog. We're going to take our pillow away and walk our dog. You could put the pillow at the top of the mat if you're going to need that for your head or want that for your head. We're going to shake our head, take our lips in and out. So one of the movements that strengthens the hip flexor is to come into plank position and just lift the kneecap on the left towards your chest. That strengthens that muscle at the front of the hip. Then take that leg and bring it up to sky. Take that toe and bring it over, bend the knee, just releasing the quad. And then bring the foot to the floor. Come into downward facing dog. You can come to your elbows. Or if the body's had enough, this might be a day where you need more child's pose or cat cows. Remember, you are your greatest healer and it is your practice. Come into plank, taking the other knee and bringing it into the chest, curling my tail under, not dragging my head. I'm broadening my shoulders. I might have my other knee on the floor. You choose. Then push your way into downward facing dog and take your toe and the back toe to the front buttocks by bending and pushing your heel into the earth. Bring that foot to the ground. You might choose that you've had enough now. So you might go back into child's pose, or you have another pose that you love, or you can join me in plank on elbows from knees or toes. And we're going to add the obliques. So roll side to side through your torso for the oblique muscles, the turning muscles of the core. Pull your abs under ribs for the transverse abdominis, the girdle muscle. Yes, beautiful. At any time, child's pose is waiting. And bring your knees to the floor. Bring your arms out in front, straighten the arms, and make your way to your expression of child's pose. Open your mouth with a slowly come up to sitting in hero's pose. You might choose to take a block or a pillow behind your knees and straighten your knees directly forward. Bring your hands to your knees, and as you exhale, pull back. And as you inhale, tilt your tail back. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Continue. Mobile lower backs. Pick it up a little bit so we can, when we're walking sometimes, we go to fall and our back goes into a big extension with a whip. Our bodies are warm here now, so we can do it. 2 more. Slowly come up. Take your pillow away, but hold on. We're going to be stretching the arches of our feet, and we're going to do another round of that skull illuminating breath, but into different position. Widen your knees a bit wider and curl both toes under so all the toes are touching. Take your pillow and bring it behind you, and keep that toes tucked under as we stretch the arches as we come back down. Now you might need also a block. It might be too much for your body to take the weight. Hands on the shoulders. Remember, there's no in-breath, it's natural. It's the out-breath that's exaggerating. Here we go. Mental clarity. Detoxification. Keep going. Keep stress is going. Go back into your heels a bit more, stretching your arches. You need those plantar fascia. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take everything away, flatten your toes. Make your way into your expression of child's pose. Open up your mouth with a Stay with the feeling in your arches of your body. Stay with the change of shape. We go heel toe when we walk so much that this shape is beautiful to take the shins in the other direction. Walk the arms out in front and take both arms to the right side of the body. Take the right hand on left wrist and pull back. Walk to the other side. Take the left hand and pull it across. Beautiful practice, everyone. Slowly look for your block. Roll over onto your back. You can have your pillow close by, not for the first set, but you might want it in your Yoga Nidra. If you have blankets or something that you want, or socks, now is the time to put them on. I talked about the hip flexors, and I talked about the pectineus and the inner thigh muscle. These are all relevant muscles that stabilize the hip. So I'd like you to take your block and put it between your knees. And I'd like you to turn your toes in as much as you can. By turning your toes in, inward rotation, we work the adductor muscles and the strength of the hip flexors. I'd like you to pull your belly into the floor, tuck your chin so your spine is long, and roll up as high as you can in bridge. I'd like you to take now both thighs and squeeze them in as tight as you can together, and squeeze the buttocks as hard as you can. Very nice. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. Keep lifting. Keep lifting. It's called strength. How much load can you lift with one or few endurances? Then slowly roll down. Remember, I talked about the strength of the hip flexors, one load. So now we're going to load the hip flexor rather than endurance, because it does it a lot when we walk. Let's load it. Bring your knees to chest. Bring your hands to the back knee and flex the heels. All you're going to do is pull that back knee into chest as you push with your hands on the blocks. Here we go. Push, pull. Push, pull. Use the strength in that hip. Push, pull. Push, pull. Push, push. Harder. Tuck chin. Push. Use your strength in your hip flexors. Strength. We need strength. Because we get good endurance when we walk on bicycle. Push, 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 push. Harder. And then release and take the block into your hands and open your mouth with a Start to roll towards me and put the block underneath your head. And take that kneecap that we just strengthened and bring the knee into the chest. And now it's time to stretch that area that we just strengthened. Walk down your leg. Some of us will walk to the toe. Others of us won't when we bend our knee. All you're going to do is walk your toe back on the floor as much as you can. And you're going to hold it. And you're just going to squeeze the buttocks forward and hold it. Pull your belly button backwards. Now we're stretching the area that we've just strengthened. Keep stretching. And then slowly release your leg. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees drop out. Nice practice. So now we got to stretch one more time, that same hip flexor. Bring that front knee to chest. Take that long leg along the floor, the one that we worked. Pull the kneecap into chest and pull that long leg out of your ball and socket. Pull that long leg along the floor. Pull. Pull. Release. Bring both knees to chest. Pick up your block again. Put your block on your knees, that front knee. Remember, we're pushing and pulling. Flex that foot, the front leg. Get ready to pull it in and get ready for the palms to push it away and hold. Tuck your chin. Isometric hold. Release. Take the block out underneath your head. Turn away from the camera. Take your upper hand to that upper foot and reach somewhere down the leg or the toe, wherever it would go. And bring your kneecap behind you and try to put your toe on the floor. And all you're going to do is squeeze the buttocks forward and pull the belly button backwards. This is all for people who have tight hip flexors, tight iliopsoas. Most of us have it. And then roll onto your back and bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop out and just pause. Add the arms now in the letter Y shape. Pull your belly into floor, pull the shoulders down and wide, and tuck your chin and hold for 3 breaths. Release. Take that front foot that we just strengthened and straighten it along the floor. Take that back foot and bring the knee into the chest. Pause here. Then focus on a limp leg on the ground, on the front, and start to pull the leg out of the ball and socket as you pull the kneecap into chest. Push and pull. Push and pull. And then very slowly release. Bend your knees, bring your feet as wide as your mat, turn your toes out, and start rocking your knees side to side. Knees are wide. Really rock them. Let those hips go for that last time before we enter into Yoga Nidra. Bring both knees to chest, hands to knees, rock side to side. Draw a circle with your spine in one direction. Try to lift your hip off the ground and roll in the other direction. When your body is ready, you might decide to take each block underneath your thighs to allow your back to round to the floor and really rest. You might have eye pillows on. You might have a blanket on. You might have a pillow behind your head. Where is your Yoga Nidra for you? This little bit of napping to enlightenment, we call it, napping to enlightenment. Feeling that the Yoga Nidra is concentrating on your ease and your focus and your clarity. You might feel this natural and effective release of stress when you're in Yoga Nidra. You might find that without even knowing how it happened, that you're rewriting old habits and you're releasing self-limiting behaviors. Yoga Nidra now, as you come into your sacred spot, letting the consciousness slow down of your mind, unraveling all the knots of your everyday existence. Is there anything you're holding, you're resisting to? But send peace and calm and ease through your systems and allow the nourishment, the revitalization to happen in your body, mind, and spirit, guiding beneath the surface into a clear space of relaxation. Let yourself, your psyche, and your mind recalibrate the world for you. Letting yourself relax more and more. You are enough just the way you are today. Open your mouth with a ah. Feel yourself now settling into your Yoga Nidra, bringing your awareness to the space between your body and your mat, the mat and your floor, the floor and the earth. Invite your body now to soften. Invite your body to rest. Envision now a surrender into relaxation. Follow the gentle tide of your natural breath without altering it. Watching the breath as if it's a golden light flowing up and down your spine. With each inhale, you feel the golden flow from the tailbone to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, it flows from the top of your crown through your tailbone. We call this a cosmic flow, a cosmic tide of prana, of life force energy. Stay with the breath. Let that feeling of the prana flow in the golden light, the vibrant light, the radiant light up and down your spine, healing your body. Let's begin our rotation of awareness. All you have to do is listen to my voice as it guides you from point to point within your body. Let it go. Let go of your right heel. Let go of your left heel. Relax your right calf. Release your left calf. Revive your right knee. Revive your left knee. Lusciously let go of your right thigh and lusciously let go of your left thigh. Surrender your right hip down. Surrender your left hip down. Feel both hips, soft as jelly, lying on soft moss, letting go of any tension, holding old memories that you're holding that you don't need anymore. Let the gravity just flow through your hips, clearing yourself away for new horizons, new memories, letting go of past in your hips that you don't need to hold anymore. Feel those past memories that don't service you flowing out of your hips. Let go of tension now in your lower back. The right lower back is releasing. And the left lower back is releasing. You can feel your rib cage now. Go to the right side of the ribs and see if you can let go of those intercostal muscles, the muscles between your ribs. And then the other side, really connecting your ribs in relaxation. And that whole skin of the mid back is letting go. And the muscles around the wings of your back, your upper back, are sinking deep down, as if Mother Earth's hands are holding on to those back muscles. And the shoulders, the right shoulder releases, the left shoulder releases. The right neck lets go. The left neck lets go. All the hair follicles in my head are opening up, feeling healthy and relaxed. My forehead is soft. My temples are quiet. My eyeballs drop into the back of my skull, weightless, as my cheeks start to drip, all tension away. My cheeks are smooth, and with the streams of stress going down my face, my jaw opens. And I feel my jaw moving side to side slowly. My gums and my teeth are letting go. And my chest, which encompasses that whole little heart that you're holding, that heart that when we fall down gets bruised, that heart that has to learn resilience and love, charity, light. Let it rest right now. And your gut and all its organs, the duodenum, the liver, the pancreas, the spleen, they're all just lying there quietly, feeling the rejuvenation of our Yoga Nidra. My arms, my right arm, upper arm, my left upper arm is releasing for all the beautiful range of motion and work we did today to stand tall in life. My lower arm held us up and down dog. And my right foot to my left foot. My right hand and my left hand are seeping deeper into the earth. My body is connected with the earth. My body is supported by the earth. Let's imagine our standing out in nature on soft ground, maybe soft grass, and you've got bare feet on. You're standing in an open meadow surrounded by lush forest or maybe jungle. You tip your face upward and feel the warmth of the sun, and you smell, I think it's wildflowers in the air. And you see a path in the distance, and you mindfully walk on the path, step by step on the soft earth, until you look for a pond or a lake. You look for a shade under a tree. The sunshine shines through the trees. The birds are singing. You continue on the path until you find that perfect spot for you to sit down, allowing yourself the privilege of now feeling your buttocks on the earth. And sit here in quietness, dropping into meditation, feeling yourself close to nature, hearing maybe a river or maybe a bird, or you feel the soft sunshine on your skin, reflecting through your trees of shade. And then a soft wind encompasses and strokes your skin. You feel safe. You feel relaxed. You are one with yourself and one with nature. remembering this famous statement. And in the end, it's not the years that your life will count. It will be the life in the years, long or short. You slowly are being picked up now by 5 or 6 people off the ground, and you're no efforting. They have white gowns on, and they're walking you back to your mat. They're walking you back to safety of mat and sanctity of mat. They slowly lie you down on the ground, and you become aware of your physical body lying on the earth. And you become aware of your breath, the in and out. You might stretch your legs along the ground and your arms above your head or anything. Or maybe open your eyes and look around and have a ha breath. Maybe have a few deep breaths. Stretch your arms over your head, extend your legs long. Then slowly roll to your right side facing the camera, finding your posture like a little newborn child. And then slowly push your way up into sitting. It was a privilege. It was an honor. Thank you for picking me up when I fell down and holding my hand. Namaste.